Hello students, welcome to the YouTube channel of Lalbagh Girls Inter College. This is Salba ma'am and I am going to teach you chemistry. I am going to teach you the types of chemical reaction. Please do watch the full video, you will get the complete information. So students, let us start types of chemical reactions. First one is combination reaction. In the combination reaction, one product is formed from the two or more reactants. I am taking the example of calcium oxide and water. Calcium oxide is also called quicklime. Okay, so calcium oxide and water, there are two reactants and one product is formed. And this is the heat is released. So when two reactants combine to form a single product, so it is a combination reaction. Now one more example is burning of coal. When we burn coal, that is carbon in presence of oxygen, what happens? Carbon dioxide is formed. Now from the two reactants, one product is formed, so it is called combination reaction. Next is exothermic reaction. What are exothermic reaction? Reaction in which heat is released. Whichever reaction in which heat is released, so it is called exothermic reaction. Like this reaction, calcium oxide and water gives calcium hydroxide and heat is released. So this reaction is called exothermic reaction. Now one more example of exothermic reaction, CH4 plus oxygen, that is methane plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide and water and also heat is released. So this is also an exothermic reaction. Next is decomposition reaction. What is decomposition reaction? Single reactants break down to form simple products. Okay, in decomposition reaction, reactant is one and it breakdowns to form one or more product. How many products are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 products are formed from the single reactant. So this is called decomposition. Decomposition means breakage. So this reactant is breaking down into 3 products. So this is called decomposition reaction. One more example of decomposition reaction is calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate gives calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. This is also a decomposition reaction. One reactant is there and how many products are formed? 2 products are formed. One is solid and one is gas. So this is a decomposition reaction. Also white silver chlorides turn grey in sunlight. So white silver chloride, when it is exposed to the sunlight, it turns into grey. How it turns into grey? This silver or chloride in presence of sunlight gives silver plus chloride. Now next is displacement reaction. When one reactant displaces the other reactants and forms product, this is called the displacement reaction. Examples are Fe plus CuSO4, that is copper sulfate. Iron plus copper sulfate gives copper sulfate plus iron sulfate plus copper. So this iron was over here and copper was with the sulfate. Then what happens? Iron has displaced copper in the product. In place of copper, iron has came and copper was displaced. So iron sulfate was formed. This is called displacement reaction. Next example is lead plus copper chloride. Now in this also lead displaces copper. In the product what you will see? Lead chloride plus copper. Copper was displaced by lead and lead combined with chloride to form lead chloride and copper was displaced. Next is double displacement reaction. What is double displacement reaction? When the reactants interchange their partners, then double displacement occurs. This was a single displacement because only one of the reactant get displaced, but in double displacement the two reactants, they interchange their partners. In this double displacement reaction comes the precipitation reaction. In precipitation, when any reaction produces precipitate, is called precipitation reaction. Now this is an example of double displacement reaction. In this, sodium sulfate plus barium chloride gives barium sulfate and sodium chloride. What is happening over here? Sodium was with sulfate and barium was with chloride. And in the product what happens? Barium goes to sulfate, so barium chloride, and sodium comes with chloride, so sodium chloride. So they are interchanging their partners, so it is a double displacement reaction. Next is oxidation and reduction reaction. When oxidation and reduction takes place in one single reaction, it is called oxidation and reduction reaction. It is also called redox reaction. What is oxidation? Gain of oxygen is oxidation, and reduction, loss of oxygen is reduction. Now in this equation you can see oxidation and reduction both are going on. How? In the reactant, this is copper oxide plus hydrogen gives copper plus water. Now what is happening over here? Copper is losing its oxygen and it is becoming copper. So loss of oxygen was reduction, and hydrogen is gaining oxygen. So it has become H2O. So this is oxidation. Another example is ZNO plus C gives Zn plus CO. Now ZNO is losing its oxygen, so it is going, reduction is going on, and carbon is gaining oxygen. Over here it is carbon monoxide, so it is the oxidation. Okay, now this is all for today, and I hope you all find it helpful. Please do like the video and subscribe the channel for the more helpful videos. Thank you so much.